Hey, what's up, party people? We are
Doomtree.
You're watching Toasted.
Standing here, nicely set up in a van with Doomtree.
Yeah. Hello.
The first thing that came to mind with me was, Prince's line, the Minneapolis sound. But I didn't think that was really it. I thought it was really original.
I think that the current Minneapolis sound, I think we represent at least a little bit, yeah. Definitely. Minneapolis is very rich in hip-hop and all types of other kinds of music, and we smash a lot of different music into our sound, too.
One of the things that was so crazy to me is, well, first of all, the live show was bananas. So much energy. So many people, though. How does that work? Don't you get into fights? I think 3 or 4 people in a group is already horrible. But how do you guys make it work?
Me and Sims played a show together like 8 years ago, and I think I elbowed you in the face. That's the only time that's ever happened. Other than that, we know how to dance around the stage pretty well together.
We've been a group together for 13, 14 years now. We've been friends the whole time. I think that we know how to be around each other, and nobody's trying to be the boss of the thing. I think that's the thing that we learned early is that everybody works together and everybody's thinking about their own career, and then also thinking about the crew. We're all solo musicians, so I don't know. I think that maybe it's because we're from Minneapolis, maybe just because we're friends, but we're able to stay out of each other's way enough to make sure that the bigger thing, works.
I read on your website, All Hands was made in like some cabin somewhere, all together. Nobody went crazy.
You lock yourselves in a cabin for a couple weeks or whatever. You're right. If there are moments when it doesn't click, you just wait to the moments that they do. So it is very much like a family with all the loyalty and love and dysfunction and insanity that entails.
It's bigger than a fight is gonna stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have been doing this for so long that this is our life's work. If we have a run-in and me and Mike are pissed at each other and we slap each other in the face, that doesn't mean it's the end of the group. It means we had a fight that day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's fine.
I have to say I didn't know you guys, but I thought you guys were very cool, especially seeing you live right after I heard about you guys. That was awesome. That's the best way to discover new artists, see them live right away, because the energy you guys have is so great. What do you guys have coming up together? Because solo, I can probably talk here for hours to each and single one of you. But
well, we'll be here in Europe for the next 2 weeks. Otherwise, we'll be back in the U.S. doing a bunch of touring in the fall as Doomtree. Then the All Hands record cycle kind of ends, and we all pick back up with solo releases in the next year, 2 years.
How do you combine it though with the solo stuff? Because it's so many of you guys, everybody has their solo projects going on. How do you find the time to schedule in stuff for the group?
We all focus on solo stuff most of the time, and then it'll be like, hang on a second, it's been a while, we should make a solo record. And then Laserbeak, who's not here, will kind of like set up what that schedule looks like, call us all individually, see what we're up to, and then start booking time, and then we just get it in,
Do you guys all have the same backgrounds as far as music interest is concerned, or do you all add something different?
I think there's enough overlap, and I think that there's something interesting about being from Minneapolis, where we get influences from both coasts in the U.S. that really mend in sort of an interesting way that creates something that's different than both that's happening right now. So we kind of use all these different influences that we have growing up and make new stuff out of it.
Yeah, what makes us different is that we're not awkward at all or weird or too cool like other Americans. We have no other choice but to be different. We try to make hip-hop that people like, and we end up making what we like, and it works for people that are like-minded. So this is an example of different people. As you can tell, we're multiracial, multicultural, multigender, but have a common goal, and this is the product of it.
What is one thing that people absolutely have to know about Doomtree?
I think you're gonna get a different answer out of everybody.
Well, that's why.
Totally, yeah. I think everybody should know about Doomtree that what you think hip hop is might not be what you assume. We don't sound like other people, but we're not too soft, we're not too hard. We're just like making different shit. We're trying to make it's Motown Philly all over this fucker. No, we're just trying to make the best music we can, and it ends up being real personal, real honest, sometimes super loud, sometimes really beautiful.
we are like an intersection of really different people. You know, like walking down the street, it looks like maybe two of us would befriend another member of the crew tops. Whatever our flaws are, I think that there are very few acts who we couldn't go up against for heart. Like, you know, in a live show and in meaning what we say and in trying to do our very best, like irrespective of the sound, the time of night, the hangover, the heat. Like, I think we can go up against most people.